right just over center court. Then taken away quickly. Fired ahead as Dunlop has it. Dunlop down the far side of the paint. That put up off the rim, pulled down as Dunlop has it. Puts it over onto the far wing. Grabbed up by Guzman. Guzman over on the near side, over to that Jordan Ellington. Now back behind. Into the far corner with it is Dunlop. Now over Jordan Ellington, puts it up. And just off the near side, gathered up by Jones. Jones right out. Top of the key, shot there for three. That is put out there by number 14, who I do not have on my roster. Quickly the other direction. That's going to be Richardson. Guzman collects up the foul.
Shooting at the line is Alex Stockton.
Up in, and it is 7-6. Saline with the lead, 1 point lead as that ball quickly ahead. Jordan Ellington puts it up. That rolls off the near side of the rim. And put back, trying to fire it back in was Jones, and that came off to the near side.
Foul is on number Saline, number 35, Chloe Eyes. 3 at the line, Bobby Jones.
Jones puts it up. That comes off to the near side. 7-7 is the score here with 4:34 left to go in the first. As that ball brought ahead by Saline now as they come up. Down over on the near side, Saline putting it up, that off the side of the rim. Pulled down, heading the other direction is Jones. So that makes it 10-7 with 3:56 left to go. Saline with the ball over onto the near wing. That's sent right back over to Olivat. Olivat puts it off the side of the rim, pulled down. That quickly fired ahead by Jones. Pioneer with it, coming down. That put up and in by Richardson, as that's going to make it 12-7. Pioneer with the lead, and a timeout called. 3 minutes 38 seconds left to go here in this. This is the first, as this is Pioneer JV men's basketball versus Saline, as the two varsity squads will play right after this. So it is 12-7. Pioneer with the lead. Saline has the ball coming down the near side. That kicked into the near corner. Put up for three. That off the rim, trying to pull it down. That grab by Jordan Ellington. Jordan Ellington coming the other direction. Down onto the near side. That over to Jones. And that ball foul called with 3:24 left to go here in the first. 12-7. Pioneer with the lead. Saline with the balls. They go over half court. Then tipped right back over by Strip into the near corner. Working his way around is Altenbot. Altenbot hands it off over onto his near sideline as people standing right in front of the broadcast here. 3:02 left to go. Put back into the near corner, trying to bring it into the paint, sent back for three as that rims off the near side, trying to pull it back down. That picked up and Pioneer quickly the other direction. Jordan Ellington puts it up and puts it in. That makes it 14-7. As Saline quickly the other direction, off the right down the side of the paint. That put up falls off to the near side, but a whistle and a foul. 2:37 left to go here in the first. 14-7 Pioneer with the lead. So that is going to be Strip to the line. As Napier picked up the foul.
Shooting at the line is number 5, Brent Strip. Now in number 32, Becker Samaha.
So Samaha in for Saline, number 32. And Strip at the line, shooting 2 here. Strip puts it up off the front. The back of the rim goes in, as that is going to make it 14-8. Pioneer quickly the ball up on the near side of the paint. That put up, rolls off to the far side, back up and in. That off hard to the glass. Now trying to rim it up. That put in by Napier. So that makes it 16-8. Pioneer with the lead. 2:15 left to go as Saline brings it over midcourt. For some reason, I don't have 0 on my roster. We'll see if we can effort that at halftime. Coming down the near side. Saline with it, just at the blockades. Now coming over to the far wing, down the far side of the paint. Walled off, back over there by Napier. That picked up Jordan Ellington. Trying to move it over to Dunlop. That now skied all the way over onto the near wing. Grab Richardson with it. Richardson to the near wing. That put underneath. That blocked out there by Altavak. 1:44 left to go here in the first. So Jones picks up the foul. Be on number 3, Pioneer. To the line is Strip. Pioneer by 8 points. So we appreciate, thank you for being patient with us. I know we haven't been able to do as many games as we'd like to because my wife is recovering from back surgery. And first one up off the back, so we have not been able to do a lot of our winter games, and we have missed it greatly out here. So we've missed being around all you wonderful folks. Next one for Strip, up. Off the front of the rim, rims off to the near side. That out, that will be Pioneer's ball, I believe. Baseline right? Nope, I was going to say it's went off of Pioneer. So Saline will inbound that ball. Zoltavak has it on the baseline right. That kicked all the way out. Picked up over onto the far wing with it is Strip. Strip trying to work his way down into the paint. Up high off the glass, off the front of the rim. Pulled down by Pioneer. 16-8. Pioneer with the lead. 1 minute, 32 seconds left to go. Ball in the near corner. That fired by Dunlop off the both sides of the rim. Wouldn't go down. Pulled down back over there by Saline. It's my roster not looking at all like what numbers they have. I'll try and get to that at halftime. That picked up back over here on the near side. Strip with it. Strip being watched by Jordan Ellington. Now down on the near sideline trying to work his way around is Altavak. Tipped back, pulled away. That grab by Napier. Napier quickly sends it ahead. Here comes Pioneer as Dunlop down the far sideline into the far corner. That ball back to Dunlop on the far wing. Three-pointer off the back of the rim. Back and tracked down by Saline. 50 seconds left to go. Quickly fired down. Put up and off the glass. Ripped down. Trying to fire it back up is Altavak. Up and in. That makes it 16-10 now. Pioneer with the lead and the ball with 36 seconds left to go in the first. Dunlop on the far wing. Quickly underneath, trying to fire that right in over to Boylan. Ball back, trying to pull that away is Napier. Jump ball called with 28.1 seconds left to go. Saline's ball, baseline left. 6-point lead by Pioneer. 28.1 seconds left to go here in the first. Nope, so forgive me. That's going to be Pioneer's ball. Dunlop there. Just thought there was a Saline person on that baseline. Again, we are very grateful to be back. We're going to hope to do more games after now. Still can't do quite as many as my wife can't help out with the camera. Quickly, Saline up the other way to the free throw line, up and in. As now it's a 4-point game, 16-12, Pioneer with the lead. 18 seconds left to go. Dunlop down the far sideline. Over on the near side of the paint is Kaiser. Back top of the key for Jones. Jones dribbles to his left, working way around the arc into the near corner. That put up off the side of the rim, trying to pull that down from three was Kaiser. And pulled down by Saline, and that will do it for the first. At the end of one, it is 16-12. As let's see if we can play a few messages from the MHSAA.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for our students. It's all on the health and safety page of MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
The love of the game draws us to sports, as players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played, to feel the thrill of putting on the uniform, stepping out of the playing surface, hustling to make the call, and building the relationships which can only be built in sports. If you still have that love for the game, we always need new officials. Register now at MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Sportsmanship has never been more important between the lines in athletics and outside those lines in our communities. To listen, to
8 minutes up on the clock here in the second. Ball inbounded, bringing it ahead. That's sent over onto the near wing. Ball pulled away. Baldwin heading the other direction. Baldwin over midcourt for Saline. Picked up over on the near wing for Strip. Strip up the near side of the paint, up off the side of the rim. But a whistle and a foul. 7:43 left to go here in the second. Foul on Kaiser. So Strip to the line, shooting two, up first one, up and good. 3-point game now, 16-13. Strip trying to get it down to a 2-point game. Pioneer had up to an 8-point lead, but Saline has come back here in the late portion of the first. Strip bends the knees, eyes the rim, puts it up. That rim's all the way around, poked out, trying to pull it down. That grabbed. Here comes Pioneer as Kaiser, that's stolen away, up off the middle, put up high off the glass, wouldn't fall for Strip. And rebound grabbed by Boyce, put up and in, so that makes it 16-15. Pioneer up by one, headed the other direction. Picked up by Kaiser. Kaiser rolls it out. Now Jordan Ellington trying to put it on the far side of the paint underneath. That put up by Kaiser. Back to Jordan Ellington from the free throw line. Floater and in. Jordan Ellington makes it 18-15. Pioneer by three. Saline with the ball with 7:03 left to go before halftime. Baldwin brings it ahead over midcourt. Baldwin out there being watched by Kaiser. Ball over onto the far sideline as Olivat trying to come down the near side of the paint. Up off glass and in. Olivat makes it a 1-point game again with 6:44 left to go. Quickly down the far side of the paint. That put up over there. Wouldn't go for Boylan. Pulled down by Saline. Saline with an opportunity to take the first lead of the game for themselves as they're bringing it ahead. Strip down the near sideline. Strip hands it off over to Olivat. Olivat Top of the key now gets it back over to Baldwin. Baldwin at the blockades. Baldwin double team comes down the far side of the paint. Baldwin trying to put it up off the side of the rim, falls way to the far side, but a whistle. 6:15 left to go here in the second. So that is going to be a Saline foul on Baldwin. Pioneer ball. Jordan Ellington brings it ahead quickly. Racing up, that's fired up and in by Richardson. So Richardson makes it 21-17. Saline with the ball, Pioneer with a 4-point lead. And fired all the way down and just out of the reach as Altavat trying to leap up and get it, but that sailed just a little bit out to Pioneer. As that ball all the way down onto the three-point line coming in, putting it up. Jordan Ellington wouldn't go, pulled down back over there by Boyce. Down the far side with it. Here comes Altavat. Altavat at the far wing, double team there, trying to keep the ball. That dished off underneath, up off the glass and in by Samaha. That makes it 21-19, 2-point lead for Pioneer with 5:30 left to go before halftime. Quickly up by Jordan Ellington, pulled down by Saline. Saline down by 2 with the ball. Baldwin has it in his own backcourt. Jordan Ellington providing pressure, that over to Strip on the near side. Strip comes top of the key, puts it over into the far corner for Altavat. Trying to go underneath that off the underneath of the rim. Here comes Pioneer quickly the other direction into the far corner. Coming, that floated up and in as Pioneer makes it 23-19. So Dula Ogun with that ball underneath. Saline in the paint, up off glass and in by Samaha. So Saline answers back 23-21, back to a 2-point lead for Pioneer. Quickly up off the glass by Richardson. Rebound by Saline, racing ahead with the Altavat. Off balance shot, and it doesn't quite make the rim. Pulled down by Pioneer. Quickly they move over as Dunlop has it up on the near side of the paint. That rims off to the far side. Grab back over there. Now a firing shot by Dula Ogun. And ball off. And that will go out to Saline. 23-21. Pioneer with the lead. 4:20 left to go. Pioneer had up to an 8-point lead, but now it's down to a 2-point lead. Saline has an opportunity to get this game tied up with 4:20 left to go before halftime. To inbound it is Bo Bice. And brought in, bringing it at is Baldwin for Saline, coming up the center of the court. Picking up at the timeline. And grabbed over, trying to pull that away was Kamara. Now on the near sideline, working his way in is Altavat. That's going to be a travel Pioneer ball. 4:07 left to go here before halftime. 23-21. Pioneer to inbound. Jordan Ellington gets it all the way ahead to Kamara. Kamara finger roll off the coming down the near side of the baseline. Up and in, and Kamara makes it 25-21. 4-point lead by Pioneer, but Baldwin brings ahead for Saline. Over on the far sideline is Strip, trying to get it across. That knocked away, coming up the other direction. Napier has it down the far side of the paint, up and off the side of the rim. Fell off to the far side, but a whistle with 3:44 left to go. So Baldwin picks up the foul. Napier at the line. 1 foul on Pioneer, 2 on Saline. Napier, first one is up. Rattles around and is good. That makes it 26-21, 5-point lead. Napier with an opportunity to make a 6-point lead here. Napier spins, knees bent, puts it up, puts it in. That makes it 27-21. 6-point lead for Pioneer with 3:44 left to go before halftime. Timeout called, and we'll take it with them as let's play a few messages from the MHSA after a little bit of push on.
Health concerns in high school sports go beyond physical injuries. The mental well-being of our young people is a hotter topic than ever before. The Michigan High School Athletic Association website has resources to help adults and students recognize potential problems and deal with them in a positive way. You can learn more about these mental health resources on the Health and Safety page of the MHSAA website. A message from the MHSAA promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
3:44 left to go here before halftime. Quickly head to Baldwin. Saline with the ball as Buys moves it over onto the near wing for Strip. Strip gets it over midcourt. Onto the near wing. Racing down is Olivat. Underneath that rebound by Saline. Up. Still wouldn't go. Hit all sides of the rim. Now rolls all the way around and down. As that makes it 27-23. Strip puts that in to make it back to a 4-point game. 3:15 left to go. Over on the near wing. That tossed all the way. Jordan Ellington at the far elbow. Now a shot by Dunlop for three from the far corner. Wouldn't go down, but rebound coming in. Dunlop down the near side of the paint. Puts that up. Rebound by Strip, and Pioneer will get a foul, as I believe going over the back was Napier. That ball inbounded by Bice. Quickly ahead to Baldwin for Saline. 4-point game. Over on the near sideline, trying to work his way in his Altenbot. Back over, top of the key for Baldwin. Baldwin steps. Jordan Ellington comes out to watch him now. Strip with it. Work his way around the three-point line. Gets it onto the far wing for Altenbot. Altenbot on that baseline. Sends it all the way back on the far sideline to Baldwin. Baldwin just inside of midcourt. Baldwin. Right on the blockades. Baldwin sends it over onto the near sideline for Strip. Strip trying to work his way down to the baseline. Finger roll up and in. That makes it 27-25. Pioneer with the lead with 2:23 left to go here in the second. As Jordan Ellington with the ball for Pioneer comes up into the near corner, fired by Richardson, and that's a three-pointer in. Makes it 30-25. Pioneer back to a 5-point lead. Saline bringing it ahead with 2:05 left to go over midcourt as Strip has it on the far sideline. Out there being watched by Kaiser. Strip trying to come down the near side of the paint. Put up. Misses just to the far side, but a whistle underneath. 1:54 left to go here in the second. Coach DeWolf talking to his players on the bench. Foul is on Richardson. Strip to the line. 3 fouls on Pioneer, 2 on Saline. Strip puts the first one up. Nothing but net on that one. That makes it 30-26. Strip with another opportunity for a shot here, trying to get it down to a 3-point lead for Pioneer. Saline would love to get this game tied up before going into halftime. Pioneer would like to make a big run here. Strip hits them both and makes it 30-27. Pioneer with the lead. That ball tipped away, back grab, put up and in by Kaiser. That makes it 32-27. It's a good job by Kaiser as that was tipped back away by Buys. Kaiser able to poke back, and Kaiser was able to find it and put it in. Now looks like Strip might be having issues with one of his fingers. Looks like he's going to go to the bench. Nope, he's just going to run around. Looks like he has it taped up, but it looks like it's going to be all right. 1:44 left to go here before halftime. 32-27. Pioneer with the 5-point lead. Baldwin just now goes over midcourt. Baldwin coming down the near sideline. Baldwin trying to dish it off into the paint. That put up high off the rim. As that was sent by Gates coming the other direction. Here comes Jordan Ellington. Jordan Ellington up the near side of the paint. Finger roll off the bottom of the rim. Would not go. Picked up. Headed the other direction is Strip. Strip bringing it ahead for Saline. Jordan Ellington picks him up right at midcourt. Sent back over. Baldwin gets it over onto the far wing. Trying to work his way down. That put up from the far side of the paint. Didn't hit rim. Here comes Pioneer the other direction as Dula Ogden puts it up. Finger roll off the front of rim. Falls off to the front side, but a whistle as he was going up. 1:01 left to go. That's going to be a foul on Saline in the act of shooting. So that's going to put Dula Ogden to the line shooting 2. First one up off the back of the rim. One more coming for him, trying to get it back to a 6-point lead. Second shot up, and that one good. That makes it 33-27. 6-point lead for Pioneer with exactly 60 seconds left to go here before halftime. Richardson with pressure in the backcourt, and that is a travel. Pioneer gets the ball as Jordan Ellington to inbound right in front of us as he gets it over and to Dula Ogden. Dula Ogden over midcourt. Dula Ogden. Now dribbling, kicks it over to Jordan Ellington over on the near sideline, back to Dula Ogden on the far wing, into the far corner for Pioneer. And moved back as that was Guzman in the far corner, knocked down. Saline trying to get it, loose ball, picked up, 34 seconds left to go. Racing ahead as off the Vop puts it up off the glass and in. That makes it 33-29, back to a 4-point lead for Pioneer. 25 seconds left to go as Saline keeps on trying to bring it closer. Now over on the near wing, Dula gets it back over to Jordan Ellington. Back to Dula Ogden. Back to Jordan Ellington on the far wing. Stops over on the near wing to Dula Ogden. That's for 3. Off the back of the rim, comes off to the far side. Whistle with 7 seconds left to go. That is going to be Saline's ball. 33-29. Pioneer with a 4-point lead. Pioneer picks up their 4th foul of the period. Ball brought ahead by Baldwin. 5 seconds left to go. Coming down right to the top of the key. That fired up by Strip off the glass and would not go. And that is the end of the first. At the end of the first half, it is 33-29. So we are at halftime. We will play some messages from the MHSAA, and we will be back with your second half action. You're watching Pioneer Junior Varsity Basketball, brought to you by Arbor Broadcasting.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for our students. It's all on the health and safety page of MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
The love of the game draws us to sports, as players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played, to feel the thrill of putting on the uniform, stepping out of the playing surface, hustling to make the call, and building the relationships which can only be built in sports. If you still have that love for the game, we always need new officials. Register now at MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Sportsmanship has never been more important between the lines in athletics and outside those lines in our communities. To listen, to respect, to understand, to practice common decency, to have competition without contentiousness. Sportsmanlike qualities are essential components of life itself. Let's all work together to not only be good sports, but good people. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Have we gotten to the point where at some high school game that an official has finally had enough from coaches, players, and adults, pulls off the whistle, and offers it to you? Let's hope not. There's no way you could do a better job. It's on everyone to promote good sportsmanship. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Nearly 2,000 of the state's top student athletes will be recognized for excelling academically and in school activities through the MHSAA's Scholar Athlete Award, underwritten by Farm Bureau Insurance. The applicants will be in the running for a total of 32 $1,000 college scholarships. Application materials are available exclusively online through the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Health concerns in high school sports go beyond physical injuries. The mental well-being of our young people is a hotter topic than ever before. The Michigan High School Athletic Association website has resources to help adults and students recognize potential problems and deal with them in a positive way. You can learn more about these mental health resources on the Health and Safety page of the MHSAA website. A message from the MHSAA promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Can you go anywhere and find an endeavor in society where we've come to accept and tolerate an adult, and even kids, treating another adult the way we allow spectators, coaches, and players to treat a high school game official? Can you? No one has the right to abuse game officials. So before you blurt something out about that next close call, consider this. Without the officials, nobody wins. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
Here are 5 more good reasons for multi-sport participation. Multi-sport athletes are more coachable. They have higher athletic ceilings. They become better talent in the long run. They have higher sports IQs. Their sports skills transfer, and they are better teammates. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. Here are 5 good reasons for high school multi-sport participation. Fewer overuse injuries, less opportunity for emotional burnout, exposure to different kids and coaches, exposure to different roles, and learning to compete better. Being a multi-sport participant can help a kid become a more well-rounded person. Multi-sport participation is cross-training for life. Learn more at the MHSAA website. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
So we are here wrapping up halftime with about a minute left to go here in the halftime as folks getting ready to go. Pioneer is going, shooting around over on the right-hand side. Pioneer in their home white jerseys with Pioneer and black lettering on the front, numbers in purple on the front and back. White shorts with purple accents, and the Saline team is in their road dark blues. They have Saline in yellow block lettering on the front, numbers in yellow on the front and back. They have the dark blue pants with the white accents around them. As we're counting down, it's 33 to 29. Pioneer with a 4-point lead. Pioneer had up to, I believe it was an 8-point lead early in the first quarter. Saline made it much closer in the second quarter. They're going to hope to keep this squeaker, maybe take the lead. Pioneer would love to keep the advantage and keep things rolling. Try and get a big win here. I did not get to see as I was coming quickly racing from work. So I didn't see the freshman contest score. 8 minutes up on the clock, getting ready to go here. As that ball being inbounded by Strip, is Saline going from right to left here in the second half. Pressure coming from Kamara, now over onto the near wing. That grab by Strip. Strip down the paint, puts it up off the back of the rim. Trying to pull that down was Buys and a whistle. And it's going to be a foul on Jones. I believe that's his second foul. First foul of the period. And ball back over to Aldevat. And trying to pull that away. Pioneer comes away with it quickly ahead to Jordan Ellington down the near side as Dunlop puts it up, rolls it in. That makes it 35 to 29 with 7:32 left to go here in the third. Bringing it ahead is Baldwin for Saline, going from right to left. Is trying to get around. Kamara. Battle for it. Loose ball picked up by Baldwin. Baldwin to the near wing, coming down the paint. That off the back of the rim, pulled down. As good job by Pioneer to get that. As that was pulled up and over by Boylan. Now coming ahead with it. Here comes Dunlop. Dunlop into the far corner for Pioneer. Down the baseline was Jordan Ellington. Contact as he was bumped. That looks like that's going to be a foul on Saline. I believe that's going to be the third foul on Aldevat. We'll see Pioneer inbounds baseline right. And sent back as a shot from the three-point line. That falls away as Kamara take a three-point shot as that's going to be a jump ball underneath. Possession arrow points Pioneer's way. They'll inbound baseline right just underneath their own basket as Dunlop has it there. Dunlop gets that in over to Boylan. Boylan back to Jordan Ellington. Now into the far corner, Dunlop for three. Then off the side of the rim, pulled down, grabbing it is Buys for Saline. Saline brings it ahead as Strip comes down the court. Pioneer with the 6-point lead. Strip over midcourt. Strip being watched back there by Dunlop. Gets it over on the near sideline. Is working her way around. That's sent right back to Baldwin into the near corner to Samaha. Samaha into the paint. Samaha spins with it. Samaha. Going to put that up, and it went off the back of the rim and in, but a foul blown. So foul on Pioneer. Saline inbounds on the far wing, trying to get it on the far side of the paint. Work his way in his Buys. Buys sends it underneath on the baseline, trying to pull that back. Over there was Richardson, and that ball out. That is going to be Pioneer's ball as they'll inbound baseline left with 6:12 left to go. 35 to 29, Pioneer with the lead. 2 fouls on Pioneer, 1 on Saline this period. As Jordan Ellington, the inbound, baseline left. Jordan Ellington gets it into Dunlop. Dunlop back to Jordan Ellington coming down the near side of the court. Jordan Ellington over to Dunlop down on the far sideline into the far corner for Dula Ogden. Underneath, trying to fire that back up and in is Napier off the back of the rim. Wouldn't fall, coming the other direction. It's Strip for Saline. Strip puts it into the far corner, trying to work their way in. That rim's all the way around and down. As that is Stockton, number 11, gets that. Ball back to Jordan Ellington for Pioneer, 35-31 into the near corner. Trying to work his way in. That fired all the way across there by Richardson. Wouldn't go. Saline with the rebound. Bringing it his Strip over midcourt. Trying to pick it up is Dunlop. Dunlop quickly moves it ahead to Dula Ogden. Up and Dula Ogden couldn't quite get it as he was fouled in the act of shooting. He'll go to the line, shooting 2. 5:12 left to go here in the third. 35-31. Pioneer with the lead. 2 fouls on each team now in this period. So Dula Ogden puts it up, puts it in. That makes it 36-31 as Clark comes in for Saline. Dula Ogden with another shot, puts it up off the back of the rim, falls in. Has got a nice bounce. That makes it 37-31. 6-point lead for Pioneer with 5:12 left to go here in the third. As Strip firing it ahead. Here comes Saline over midcourt as Gates along the far sideline that's Stockton. That's sent back by Buys and tipped away by Pioneer. Down to the ground. That should be a jump ball, and it is. Possession arrow points for Saline's way. So with 4:56 left to go here in the third. Saline to inbound. Baseline left is Buys. Gets it over to Samaha. Samaha sends it back over to Strip. Strip coming down the paint. Floats it up off the back of the rim. Trying to pull it down over there. And sent over by Boys and out to the far side. Put up and in. So Samaha puts it in, but quickly the other direction. Here comes Pioneers. Dunlop races down the court and puts it up, and that makes it 39-33. Dunlop with the steal, puts it up, puts it in. Dunlop makes it 41-33 with 4:26 left to go. Pioneers stretches it out to an 8-point lead. Samaha, a familiar name for folks Pioneer have played against. Couple Samahas, including a coach who played for Huron, Adam Samaha, who was a kicker for Huron football. He was with the University of Michigan, and now he's transferred as he was behind Michigan's fantastic kicker right now. So he's gone over to, I believe it was North Carolina. So he'll be out there with new head coach Bill Belichick. As here it's Becker Samaha who is playing for Saline. Most likely no relation there, but 2 points for him as it is 42-33. Pioneer with the lead. That tipped away, but Saline gets it back on the baseline as they launch it all the way down. That gotten right over to Aldavat. Underneath, that put up and in by Stockton. And that's 42-35. Quickly, Saline steals it away. That tipped away. Here comes Pioneer. Racing the other way is Jordan Ellington. Jordan Ellington coming down the near side of the paint. Up with the right hand. Couldn't quite get enough height. That racing the other direction. Here comes Baldwin for Saline down the near side of the paint. That put up off the side of the rim. Pulled down by Dula Ogden. Whistle with 3:51 left to go. Two fouls on Pioneer, 3 on Saline in this third period. Pioneer inbounds the ball. Jordan Ellington leaves it back for Dula Ogden. Dula Ogden over midcourt, coming down the far sideline. Back over to Jordan Ellington over on the near wing. Jordan Ellington kicks it back to Dula Ogden. Dula Ogden puts up a three-pointer off the back of the rim, pulled down by Saline as Samaha gets it back over now. Racing ahead with it is Strip for Saline, down by 6 points. 3:25 left to go here in the third. Baldwin gets it over to Strip coming down the near wing. Strip to the near side of the paint. That put up for Stockton. Stockton on the far side of the paint. Dula Ogden gets his hands on the ball, and that is going to be a foul. Pioneer fans wanted a jump ball. The official in a better spot than I have. As that sent back, Samaha right at the free throw line, coming down the far side of the paint. That put up off the rim, fired all the way down. Here comes Pioneer. Dunlop into the paint, puts it up as he is fouled from behind. That fired all the way back down. It was Napier who launched the full court pass. Now put Dunlop to the line, shooting 2. 3:06 left to go here in the third. Up and in. That is Dunlop. Makes it 42-35. One more coming as coming in is Gozman. One more shot for Dunlop as he toes the line. Puts it up. Nothing but net. That makes it 43-35. Pioneer with an 8-point lead. Saline quickly up the court. Stolen away. Back the other direction. Dunlop for 3. He hits it. Dunlop puts up a three-pointer, and it's 46-35. Pioneer with an 11-point lead. Now the other direction. Here comes Clark for Saline. Stolen away by Jordan Ellington. Now back underneath. As knocked away from Richardson as he got it underneath. Back over into the far corner, and Dunlop for 3. Makes it 49-35. Saline, full court pressure by Pioneer. That tipped ahead, trying to get to Samaha out the near sideline. Pioneer's ball with 2:30 left to go here in the third. In the last couple minutes, Pioneer has been on fire. Great getting hands in the passing lane, tipping that over, and Dunlop cashing in for Pioneer. Jordan Ellington on the near sideline, just over midcourt, comes to the top of the key, flips it over to Dunlop over on the far wing, into the far corner. That put up and in as that was Dula Ogden. Now head in the other direction, gets it over to Samaha on the far side. That put up off glass, off rim, wouldn't go. Jordan Ellington gets the ball. Here comes Pioneer quickly ahead down the near side of the paint, putting it up off the front of the rim. That was Richardson. Saline quickly the other direction. Clark over midcourt, gets it back over to Boys into the near corner, trying to get to that. Stockton stolen away. Excellent work back over there by Gozman. Oh, in along the far sideline. Now coming down the baseline, Pioneer. Richardson puts it up. And it falls off to the far side. Gathered up back over there by Strip. Here comes Saline. Strip over midcourt. Strip coming down the far sideline. That up, rolling around, pulled down, putting up Stockton. Came off the far side, wouldn't go. Here comes Pioneer as Dula Ogden coming up, puts it underneath as that would not go for Dunlop. Falls off to the near side. Stopping, coming the other direction is Stockton. Stockton, as that will be a whistle. 1:14 left to go. Here in the third, Napier in. So it is going to be Saline's ball. Baseline right, as that's going to be Boys with it. Boys inbounds baseline right, gets it over to Strip. Strip gets it all the way across. Now racing ahead with it is Aligar. Into the near corner, trying to work his way around into the paint. Stockton has it, knocked away. Now here comes the full court pass over to Jordan Ellington. Jordan Ellington underneath and up and in. As again, long pass out there by Napier. The long bomb, and that comes out. Trying to find Stockton on the near sideline. Couldn't quite handle it off the fingertips, and that will be Pioneer's ball with 51.4 seconds left to go here in the third. Quickly ahead, Dula Ogden over midcourt, coming down the far side of the court. Now over to Jordan Ellington on the near wing. Jordan Ellington looks over to his right. No. Pioneer taking their time as they come over in along the far side. Jordan Ellington now comes down the paint, puts it up with the right hand, finger roll up and in. That makes it 55-35. Pioneer with a 20-point lead, largest lead of the game. Now racing ahead with it. Here comes Boys. Boys send it down on the far side to Strip for Saline. And a whistle with 14 seconds left to go. 4 fouls on Pioneer, 4 fouls on Saline. So Saline ball that kicked off, coming down, up off the glass, off to the near side by Strip, pulled down by Pioneer. 7 seconds left to go, racing ahead over midcourt. Coming down is that put up by Dunlop, just falls short, and that will do it for the second. At the end of 2, it is 35-55. Pioneer with the lead as we go into the fourth. It is Pioneer JV basketball versus Saline. We will be right back following these messages from the MHSAA.
Where can you find good information on all kinds of topics related to the well-being of our student athletes? Check out the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. Learn about multi-sport participation, heat and hydration, cardiovascular resources, as well as insurance benefits available for our students. It's all on the health and safety page of MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
The love of the game draws us to sports, as players, coaches, spectators, and officials. For officials, it's a way to stay in the game they once played, to feel the thrill of putting on the uniform, stepping out of the playing surface, hustling to make the call, and building the relationships which can only be built in sports. If you still have that love for the game, we always need new officials. Register now at MHSAA.com. A message from the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics.
As we head into the fourth here at Pioneer High School, where it is Pioneer JV men's basketball taking on the Saline Hornets, and it is 55-35. Pioneer really came and really had a great third quarter there, especially the end of the third. As coming ahead, here comes Dula Ogden. Dula Ogden comes down the near wing, outside the near side of the paint, trying to get it over to Napier. That pulled down by Stockton, flipped over. Dula Ogden now down the far side of the paint. That put up off glass, wouldn't go, but a whistle and a foul with 7:44 left to go here in the fourth.
Saline foul for 35, Bo Buys.
Dula Ogden.
Is Dula Ogen at the line?
Ogen, excuse me. At the line. I didn't get a chance to check pronunciation beforehand as that rims out to the far side, 55-35. As we state, 20-point lead for Pioneer. As second one up, rattles around and in, and that makes it 36-35. Pioneer with the lead, Saline with the ball, bringing it at his Strip. Strip over midcourt, Strip down the far sideline, into the far corner for Samaha. Samaha double team there, trying to work through the double team down the baseline, up, and Samaha powers it in. That makes it 55-37. Pioneer with the ball with 7:24 left to go. Dula Ogen has it over on the near wing, now comes right along the blockades. Dula Ogen coming down the far side of the paint, stops, bounce pass over to Napier. Napier trying to work his way down, and whistle there. That is going to be a Saline foul. So Strip picks up the foul. 7:12 left to go as that ball into the near corner. Fired up off the rim by Dunlop. Here comes Saline. The other direction is Strip has it over midcourt. Strip being watched by Dula Ogen. Whistle, that's going to be on Dula Ogen. Excuse me, that's going to be Richardson on the foul. Oh, they did say it was Dula Ogen on that foul. Inbounded by Strip, now back Coming down the far wing, Strip stops at the far elbow, puts it up and in. That makes it 55-39 with 6:50 left to go. Dulogan has it. Now, top of the key, moves it over, and a traveling called. As that one on Richardson. As that will make it Saline's ball. They bring it into Stockton, trying to get over to Samaha. Samaha puts it up off the glass and in. 55-41. Or no, excuse me, foul before that. So they'll be back to 39, but Samaha to the line. Oh, no, it just took him a little bit to put it on. So it's the and one, trying to make it an old-fashioned three-point play for Samaha. He puts that up off the back of the rim, pulled down by Dulogan. Dulogan trying to launch it all the way to Dunlop. Dunlop on the far sideline as Jordan Ellington gets it back to Dulogan. Dulogan back over on the far sideline. Jordan Ellington gets it to Dunlop in the far corner. Dunlop works his way around the three-point line. Over onto the near wing, then gets it back. Dunlop calling out signals with 6:15 left to go. Over onto the near wing, now into the near corner. Pioneer with it, working his way out. Dulogan gets it underneath, over, and that will be a whistle as Boylan trying to get it in. 6:06 left to go here in the fourth. That is going to be a foul on Samaha for Saline. 2 fouls here in the fourth on Pioneer, 3 on Saline. 6:06 left to go as Jordan Ellington gets it out over top of the key, back over to Ogun. Dula Ogun. Back over onto the near wing, trying to fire it back deep into the near corner. Work his way down. Jordan Ellington bounces it back out to Dula Ogun. Dula Ogun, that off the rim, falls off far side, gathered up there by Strip. Trip quickly ahead as Altlavat comes into the near corner. That loose ball picked up by Pioneer, launching it ahead, trying to get to Jordan Ellington. That knocked down by Strip, quickly ahead to Samaha down the far sideline for Saline. Back over as Strip pads it for 3. That ball's a little short. Rebound by Altlavat, trying to get it into Samaha. That tipped out the end line. That is going to be Pioneer's ball with 5:25 left to go. 56-41, Pioneer Junior Varsity ahead of Saline as Dula Ogun right over midcourt. Now puts it over onto the far sideline for Richardson. Richardson into the corner for Boylan. Boylan working his way around. That's stolen away by Saline. Saline races the other direction. Here comes Baldwin into the paint. Loses the handle. Picked up by Altlavat, trying to get it deep. That tipped away by Richardson. Now coming the other direction. Dulagan gets it over to Dunlop. Dunlop over midcourt. Dunlop comes from the far side to the near side. Dunlop trying to get around. Altlavat gets it back to Dulogan. Dulogan coming into the paint, kicks it into the near corner. That put up off the rim, falls off to the far side. Here comes Altlavat. Coming down, gathered up, that out. The near sideline as Richardson lets it roll. Napier in for Pioneer. 4:33 left to go here in the fourth. Pioneer up by 15. They have the ball. That brought in by Richardson. Now over Jordan Ellington with it. Jordan Ellington gets it back over midcourt. Dula Ogun going from the far side. Now back on the blockades. Gets it over to Jordan Ellington on the far wing. Jordan Ellington calling out signals. 4 minutes, 11 seconds left to go. Pioneer in no hurry. They have a 15-point lead. Jordan Ellington right in front of Coach DeWolf. Now comes down the far sideline in, trying to get to the paint, then a whistle. Coach DeWolf for Pioneer. It is Coach Darren Hickenbottom for Saline for the JV with Sterling Robinson as the assistant. So Strip picks up the foul with 4:02 left to go. We will have the varsity contest between these two teams coming up shortly thereafter. We'll have that game typically about 15 minutes right after the JV contest ends. Very lucky to have the fantastic Coach Ahrens with us on color commentary for the varsity game. We appreciate working with him this season. It's great to get back in the gym. First time we've made it. I've really missed this the last couple months, and we haven't been able to make a basketball game, and we haven't made many hockey games. But I was where I needed to be with my wife as she's recovering. So, but we're happy to be back here with you, and thank you for your support, your understanding, and your support of these teams. We're very, very grateful. So squads gathered up across the way now. Break the huddle with 4:02 left to go. Ball to be inbounded. Baseline right. Pioneer. The inbound, Jordan Ellington. Will look to inbound as underneath his own basket. That gotten over. Dulogan down the near side of the paint. Puts it up off the back of the rim and in. As gets a good bounce. 57-41 Pioneer. Or excuse me, that's 58-41. Pioneer with the 17-point lead. Baldwin all the way across the court, over to Strip. Strip trying to get it into the paint. That's stolen away, so they're trying to find Samaha. Dulogan down, and that pulled away by Baldwin. Turn over the other direction. Here comes Baldwin into the paint for Saline. Kicks it back to Samaha. Samaha takes a hop as he was going to go up strong, but a whistle beforehand. And that will be out of bounds to Pioneer with 3:30 left to go. Dunlop over midcourt for Pioneer. Dunlop comes over onto the near wing, gets it over, and gets it back from Ellington. Got over. Jordan Ellington trying to split a pair, gets it back over to Dunlop on the far sideline. Back to Jordan Ellington. Underneath Napier, gets it into the near corner. That all the way up and in. So Richardson puts it in. That makes it 60-41. Pioneer with the lead with 3 minutes left to go. Baldwin over midcourt, over to Alkavat. That one goes out. Hopefully that helped, man. Up, that tipped, rolls around, trying to pull it down over there is Baldwin. Baldwin gets it back over to Buys. Buys. That's stolen away. Here comes Pioneer as they bring it ahead. As Dula Ogun has it right in front of the scorer's bench, sent right back to Dunlop. Dunlop working his way around the three-point line. Over to Jordan Ellington. Jordan Ellington double team, picks up the dribble. Now trying to feed it back over to Dunlop. That just off of his fingertips. Saline trying to double team and pressure Pioneer to cause turnovers, and it worked there with 2:24 left to go. 60-41. Pioneer with the 19-point lead. With 144 ticks of the clock left. So Selby in for Pioneer. Saline's ball as they bring it in. Boyle gets it in now over onto the near wing, trying to work his way in is Aguilar. Aguilar puts it up, that off of the rim, pulled down by Napier for Pioneer with 2:11 left to go. Dunlop brings it up court for Pioneer over midcourt. Dunlop right at the blockades. 2:04 left to go. Ball into the far corner for Selby. Selby gets it back over to Dulogan. Back to Selby at the far corner. Now Napier on the near wing. Back over to Dunlop. Dunlop right at the blockades. Dribbles to his left. Now Dunlop puts it on the far sideline. That out of bounds. 1:45 left to go here in the fourth. 60-41 Pioneer with the lead. As substitutions happening. Franklin in for Pioneer. Franklin in as well as Sherwood. Now Baldwin brings it ahead. Baldwin for Saline, gets it over to George. Back to Baldwin, top of the key, over to George on the near wing. George gets it to the free throw line, pulled away by Dulogan. Dulogan coming down the far sideline, stops there. 1 minute, 30 seconds left to go. Pioneer up by 19. Dulogan into the paint, puts up with the right hand, rattles around and home. That makes it 62-41. Pioneer with the lead. Baldwin brings it ahead for Saline. 1:18 left to go here in the fourth. Baldwin over midcourt, coming down the far sideline. Baldwin whistle as he tried to cruise down the baseline. Pioneer picks up the foul as Selby picks up that foul. 3 fouls for Pioneer, 4 for Saline. As Bolt will inbound baseline left. Crum in for Pioneer. Now that ball into the far corner. Baldwin with it for Saline. Baldwin trying to dump it down the baseline. Samaha trying to get to it as collision. Good sportsmanship by Samaha to reach down and give a little hand up to Franklin. Always love to see that. Saline with the ball as they inbound baseline left. Samaha has it on the far side of the paint. Puts it up and in. Samaha, big body. He's gonna be a handful once he hits the varsity's team. Coming down, racing ahead with it is Selby. Selby for Pioneer, trying to get over midcourt. Selby gets past Baldwin to midcourt. Selby with 46 seconds left. Gets that back over to Crum. Crum into the near corner for Selby, coming down the baseline, into the paint. And put up, would not, Richardson trying to grab that, wouldn't go. Pulled down into the near corner. 3-point shot and in! A 3-point shot for Crum, and he hits it. That makes it 65-43. Pioneer with a game-high 22-point lead with 21 seconds left to go. Baldwin coming down the far sideline over midcourt. Baldwin into the far corner. As that 3-point shot put up off the glass, off to the near side, gathered up by Sherwood. Sherwood brings it head for Pioneer over midcourt. Sherwood into the near corner for Crum. Crum just did a 3-pointer, but he'll hold on to it, and that will do it. Final score for the JV contest, 65 for Pioneer, 43 for Saline. We're going to step away, and we will have your varsity contest coming up next between Pioneer men's varsity basketball and Saline. For our camera person, James Wiseman, and I will get the student's name for the varsity. We have a student helping out here as well on camera. I want to thank both of them. My name is Mark Wiseman. We'll be back for varsity coming up next.